Another toe for Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that one too wide and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Hardy. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration. As a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Tune. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Throwing, Tune. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Tune. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jalen Johnson blitzing from the secondary and picking up the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
5-9.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw here, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Here's Hardy set to return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sand. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Tune. And he's got the hook up here. That's Mooney. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Butker's kick here is good. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 36. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
In motion, the tight end. On second down, Jacobs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Commanders.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Score, Commanders 3, Buccaneers 0.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Toon going to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Jackson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down, ETN once more. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
380.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Home troops right.
ETN once more. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Herbert. Oh, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Go. Go. Home troops right.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 4 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
5-9. Taylor tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been...
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Darnell Mooney, touchdown, Washington. Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score. Commanders 10, Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 6-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Here's Herbert. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Down the left sideline. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Go line. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's Tune to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pitching it out to Etienne. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Trayvon Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and goal from inside the 5. Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Josh Jacobs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
The score, Commanders 17, Buccaneers 6.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here. Herbert going to throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
It's now second and 19.
Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
Hey, go Lion. 5-9.
Herbert to throw. Johnston hauls it in, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A gain of 16 brings up fourth down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. On fourth down, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Jacobs, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 24, Buccaneers 6.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 104 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday.